What's up, YouTube? It's Jelly, and I am driving. He's driving down the wrong way. This is a one-way road. Well, it was a one-way up until this point. That guy was going a one-way. That is one happy water tower. Look at how happy it is. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it is one happy water tower, isn't it? Doesn't look happy. I am taking a nice ride this afternoon because I don't get to get out very much since my children are out of school now, and I have got to watch them, and I don't feel comfortable bringing them on bikes. Let me ask you something. What do you think about kids on the back of bikes? You for it? You against it? Do you think it's safe? Do you think it's a good idea? I don't know where I stand. I've certainly taken my kids on my bike with the proper, like gear, but I just around the neighborhood. I wouldn't take them on the highway. I wouldn't take them cross country. Wouldn't even take them on, I think, a normal road. I don't know where I am. So when you don't know where you are, go right. And then a quick left. That's what you do when you don't know where you are. A right and then a quick left, and then you'll find out where you are. I bet you, I guarantee. Oh, I know where I am. You see? That's all it took. So anyway, riding with kids on the back, I've seen it. I've seen kids wearing those Razor helmets, things that are meant for bicycles, and I've seen them on the back of like cruisers and just with unsafe, no other, like in tank tops and just no other protective gear. I don't agree with that at all. But there's certainly nothing illegal about it, but besides the unsafe helmet part. But where do you guys stand? What do you think? I think as long as they're safe and you have some experience riding a bike and you don't take them into dangerous situations, I think it's fine. I think the kids have fun. I think I know that most of the time I'll have my bike at the bus stop and I'll take my kids back from the bus stop on the bike. They love it. Can't get enough. Eat it up. But as far as anything else, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth them getting hurt. Because God knows what you're going to run into. God knows what's going to run into you with all these Pennsylvania drivers around. I know that's not specific to you, but in my state, in the summer, it's almost like chaos. It's almost like they gave a bunch of clowns cars with Pennsylvania license plates and set them loose in South Jersey. But I would imagine if you live in any touristy spot like Florida or Las Vegas, you have to deal with the same sort of crap. People that don't know where they're going and drive all cuckoo. So as I had mentioned in a couple of my other videos, this is my first bike. I got it in March. It's now July. I've got 4,900, almost 5,000 miles on it. And I think it's a good brand. Like, if you're brand new to riding, I think it's a great bike because it's not a leader bike. It's not going to, buck you off like you're in Texas on a bull. It's not going to really get you into too much trouble. The fact that I got the automatic transmission, that makes it easier for for people that are just getting used to driving. So you can pay attention to riding the bike instead of paying attention to, shifting gears and what have you. But what do you think is a good beginner bike? I know that people ask me what I think, and I always tell them this bike, which is the Honda NC700XD, and the D stands for dual clutch, which means automatic. But it's the Honda NC700X, 670 cc bike. And I think it's a great beginner bike. It's quick enough to keep you interested and not be boring. But it's not, like I said, so quick that you're going to lose control. Um, Brakes are good. You know, it's very stable. The center of gravity is real low, so the balance on it is very good. I can pretty much crawl to just about a stop before I've got to put my feet down, which, you know, it's easy to flick around. You know, it's easy to maneuver. I don't know. Great beginner bike. If you want some more information on it, you can ask YouTube or just send me a message. I'll answer any questions you have for it. But what was your first bike? Leave comments below. I'd love to read it. Like, what did you start out on? Was it something that was what you thought too much for you? Or was it something that was not enough that you got bored with real quick? I'm curious. You know, a lot of people, they buy, you know, the crotch rockets, so they buy something that's way too powerful, and then you get yourself into some trouble. But I think this one has the just the right amount of power, just the right amount of fun, just it's just the right amount of everything. Now, with all that said, I'm getting to a point now. You know, I've only been riding 4 months, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm ready for maybe something more. I'm ready for something with a little more get up and go. And I don't know what I would really do with it because I ever find myself in situations where I'm having to gun it all the time. There goes one. See, no, I like that bike. I don't know what it was, but I like the upright seating position. I don't like to be like leaning against the tank with my feet, you know, kicked up behind me. I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like the red lights when it's 96. I don't know of too many bikes that have an upright position that are, you know, a cross between a cruiser and a adventure bike. The Yamaha FZ07 is an upright bike. The FZ09, I know I was interested in an FZ07, and I decided against it because this bike has built-in onboard storage, so I didn't have to put any like saddlebags or anything silly on it. But I almost wish I went for the FZ07. I wanted a bike with anti-lock brakes, which this has. I now have determined that it's not necessary. I mean, I'm sure there could be a situation where I would have to do like emergency braking, but I feel confident enough that I wouldn't overdo it to the point where I locked up the brakes. There's been times with this bike where I've changed my mind at the last second, which is dangerous, and have come on the brakes pretty hard, but didn't lock them up. The anti-lock brakes never. And if they didn't in that situation, when I hit them pretty hard, I think I would be okay. I still think that they should make it a law where all bikes should come with anti-lock brakes. But that's my personal opinion, and who's to say it's not going to happen in the near future? I know some other countries have passed that law, so it may be coming. Who knows? But I just felt comfortable being brand new to the bike and brand new to riding to have anti-lock brakes, just as many safety features as I could have. And but like I said, now that I have 5,000 miles under my belt, which to most people is not a lot, but 5,000 miles is 5,000 miles. Okay, I mean it's not anything. It's not like I went 200 miles, But to the people that have like 100,000 miles that are laughing at me right now, that's fine. But still, I mean, I know the conditions I ride in. I know the area that I ride in. I know my style of riding, and I don't think it would be necessarily and anything that would go into making my decision in the future. Like, it wouldn't be like if a bike didn't have anti-lock brakes, I don't think I would. Ooh, you were going for it, lady. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think it would sway my decision if I was to buy a bike in the future. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if one had anti-lock brakes and one had, just regular brakes, the anti-lock brakes would not be making my final. Like, it would push me more towards the one with anti-lock brakes. Do you know what I'm saying? I said that in way too many words. I hope you understood it, because I'm not going to say it again. So I kind of wish I got the Yamaha FZ07. I also wish that I wasn't working this weekend, because my local Honda Yamaha dealer has the Yamaha truck coming, and you can test drive for free all the Yamaha products, all the new bikes, all the 2015s. And I would like some of that action. I would love to ride those bikes, but it is not to be. But yeah, the FZ07 is definitely an upright position. It's a very light bike. Sits low to the ground, which, I have long legs, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. I can flat foot this bike, which some shorter people may have a problem with. I just love this Two Brothers muffler. It really makes my bike sound good. I don't know what other tweaks I'm going to do to the bike. I don't know what else I could possibly do other than add some power to keep my phone plugged in, or charge some other batteries or what have you for making these videos, but I always keep a spare with me. So up here, if you noticed in my last video, up here is the haunted house. Ooh. I bet you it is haunted. Let's look for faces in the window. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. See any faces? Do you see them? No, I don't see anything. We'll have to review the footage. Scary. You get a weird vibe from that house. I get a weird vibe from that house, and I get a weird vibe from this schoolhouse that's up here that's closed, and it looks like it's from like the 1800s. Oh yeah, driving through the marshland. That truck couldn't turn, please, no. Here comes the schoolhouse. Old abandoned schoolhouse. Just looks like the front of a horror story. You know what I always noticed about haunted houses? Like, not haunted houses, but like you see shows like Ghost Adventures, and you see, paranormal investigators and what have you. Whenever they go into these abandoned buildings that are purportedly haunted and have demons living in them and whatnot, you always notice all this graffiti, like, all over the place. So obviously people are going in there, and these ghosts and demons, that don't want people in there, and they're always scaring people off. Why aren't they scaring off the people that are defacing their house? That's what I want to know. And people seem to be just fine going and writing, Lisa loves Jeff. But when the Ghost Adventure crew comes in, there's all sorts of craziness going on. Not that I don't believe necessarily what they're saying, but I don't know. I guess ghosts don't go after, like, graffiti people and people that go into their house just to drink and do drugs. So that's what I always wondered. Oh, God, the breeze just feels so nice. When the tide is out, this place smells like crab butts. But the tide is in. So it smells quite lovely now. I'm going to open her up a little bit. Of course, then I'll probably hit a turtle and go skidding off into the woods. $69.70! Yay! Alright, I don't wish any ill will towards that pickup truck in front of me anymore, because he's actually going fast, which is cool. Of course, oh, look at this kid doing the wheelies. Nice. I'm going to do that. If anyone knows of a good dash cam or bikes, if you could please leave me a message or post a comment below. I'm looking for something where I'm not recording a vlog, and I see tons of interesting things in my travels around here, and I would like to record it even when I'm not recording. So maybe put something on the front of my bike. To be able to record things just in a loop. I know that Garmin makes one for like car dashboards, but apparently you can't mount it to a bike per se. So I haven't really done any research on it. It'd just be something I want to mount to the front of my bike. If you have a moto vlog that you make and I'm not subscribed to you, post it below, because I'd like to get something going where we can all share each other's vlogs and kind of get these videos out to more people. So if you're watching this and you have a moto vlog, just leave a link to it down below, and I'll kind of put them all together and then put them in the description. So yeah, leave it below. I'd love to watch your vlogs, and I hope you're enjoying mine. So let's do a vlog swap, and I think that would be really cool. I mean, I know a couple of ones that I follow, like Baker X Derek and Noxious Moto. But as far as anyone else, I'd like to be exposed to some more people. So if you have a vlog, post it below, and I will compile them and I will put them in the description. And that's going to be it for this moto vlog. Just a quick one. My moto vlogs are way too long to begin with. So I hope you guys are doing well. Be safe, and I'll catch you later.